What's the deal? What's the deal? What's up, Facebook? What's up, Instagram? What's up, YouTube? Join in real quick and give y'all a little update about the live show. I did the other day. And make sure the folks on Instagram tuning in. If you on Instagram, comment, say what's up. I'm here checking y'all out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna get y'all, fill y'all in on a couple things. Tonight last night was a learning process. I learned a lot. Last night was the first night that I streamed live on my network channel, and I experienced some technical difficulties, some issues, things that you gotta go through to be like, all right, cool, this is what I can do better next time, and this is what issues I had, and this is how I solved it, the troubleshooting it. But overall, let me pull the comments up. Overall, I had a great time last night at the Stereotype Sound Session event. It was real dope. Performed live. We had South Jersey artists from South Jersey was in there. From New York, it was some people from Cali that was out there last night. My big brother Sheliano came through from 106 in Park. He, the winner from that, champion from that drink, won that drink twice. He was there. Supreme was in the audience. He was like right there, standing right next to me while I performed. It was just a bunch of dope artists in there, man. And my brand doesn't involve fear, right? And so, that sometimes that's hard to live up to, because if I tell you I wasn't nervous, I was on my 8 Mile tipping that joint. It was like, it had to be about 65 to 75 people in there. I did like a little rough head count from the back, and by the time I got to 50, I was like, yeah, I can't even count no more. So it's well over 50. I know it was a lot of people in that joint. So I wasn't scared. I just was nervous. Like, I don't know. Like, I wanted everything to go right. And I was supposed to have a host come out and help me host the show. My internet show. We had a host that, host the event, the correlators that created it. But as far as on the network, I wanted to have somebody come out and host my actual show. And the person that was supposed to come out and host mine didn't show up. So I had to do it myself. And so, I was in that gear. And so that leads me to my quote of the day too. Your mindset matters. So it's your mindset first, your action second. So first you gotta put yourself in the mindset of what you're doing, right? And I noticed that what made me so nervous was that my mindset was all over the place. I wasn't just focused on performing my song. I was also focused on running the stream and just kind of making sure that I blended in well with what was already going on with the program that they already have. So I was just trying to be on my best behavior, and I was trying to play so many different positions. So what I learned is, make sure you got help. Make sure you relying on your help. Make sure you hire the proper people to help you, and don't always try to do everything alone. Even though I didn't try to, it just wound up like that. So that was my first thing about last night. You know what I mean? Having yourself in the mindset. So that's my quote for the day. Mindset first, actions second. So make sure you're in the right mindset when you're going to do things. You know what I mean? The second thing was, my intentions was to get there with the artist and check out what their music was, understand if they had the streaming rights to be able to stream live and to stream their music. But as the artist was showing up, I realized that they didn't necessarily have, like, it was a couple people that had original music, but they couldn't give me like their IRSC codes, or they didn't I don't know if they had it on BMI. That wasn't their mindset. They just was coming to perform. So I couldn't really stream everybody's music because I didn't have permission to. So I wanted to make sure before I streamed everybody's music that I would have permission to do so. And then, and then another thing that I realized was that even when the people had permission, I would have to take their tracks, load it into Logic, figure out what the BPMs is, you know, if they was gonna use auto tune, what key their songs is in, and then it started to be so much work because I was worrying about so much other stuff like running the stream and everything, that trying to ask people for permission for that, get their song and load it into the computer and do it was just so much work that I said, dang, this is something which I already knew. This is something that I'm going to have to, it's going to be a little bit of pre-production. So before your show starts, before the night of the show, we need to come, you need to contact me and let me know that you're interested in streaming on a different world live stream so that I can get with you. I can load your music into the computer. I can figure out what tempo your songs is, what's the BPM of your song, have it loaded up in the Logic session already. If you're using auto-tune, preset your auto-tune. If you're going to have your delay on the mic, whatever your mix is, you know what I'm saying? I'll know everything and I'll be able to kind of set it up and we could do a sound check. And then that way, that artist that's dealing with me, we can already have a sound check before we go on stage, because that was another thing that I was battling with my own performance and throughout the show is feedback. And if anybody knows, feedback is hard to deal with, especially like right on the spot. You need to have your microphone EQ'd properly. The dynamics, like how close you holding your face to the mic and how far away you got it, it depends. So like the dynamics everybody uses the mic differently. Some people do this. I even do this by mistake sometimes. Like, oh, what's up? This creates a ton of feedback when you do this, especially when you're in a room with big speakers out. Feedback. Oh my God, it's so hard to deal with feedback like this. And I don't want that. And the correlator of the show also didn't want feedback. He was, he came to his major concern was, I don't want no technical difficulties a part of my show, because we creating a vibe. So we had like that going on. So I had to follow the orders of the boss. Like, listen, man, no feedback. So a lot of pressure on me to make sure that the stream goes well as the program that's going on at the show is going well. So it takes a little bit more time and effort, and it's not always something you could do right on the spot. So I wasn't able to stream everybody's music because I didn't have permission to. Although I wanted to stream everybody, all the artists that came, like I was just saying, you need permission, and it takes it takes time. You need to set it up. This is something that needs to be pre-set up before the actual show. You can't just come right in and jump on the stream to make it sound good. So to make this sound good and as professional as possible, it takes time. It takes a little bit of pre-production to do this. So if you are interested in streaming on the next one, which I will be at the Fresh Vibe, Live to Be Legendary, I'll be at that one next. Anybody that is going to be at that showcase, if you're interested in streaming live, having auto-tune on your mic, whatever the case may be, you want to have a dope production, make sure you go to diffworld.com, check out the services that I offer, and then contact me. You can contact me there. You can email me if you're interested. You can call me. My number's listed, so you can call me. You can contact me through email. You can let me know what's going on, and I'll definitely get with you, and we can figure out how to do some pre-production so you can stream live, so we can have permission to stream live. Make sure you have your music attached to Sound Exchange, and you associated with a PRO, because all that stuff matters, especially when you broadcasting live. So if you don't have that stuff, you can tap in with me as well. I can provide that stuff for you. That's one of the services that I offer on differentworld.com. So if you need it, you need publishing, I am a licensed publisher. If I'm registered to distribute ISRC codes. I can do 100,000 of those this year. So if you need to get your music coded and submit it to Sound Exchange and put on to BMI, if you need a publisher, whatever the case may be, I'm there for you in that area. And if you want to stream your music, you want me to show up for you, and you want to stream and you want to do live stream, because you get a lot of brownie points for when you live stream on your social media. So I can stream to your social media channel. My network can stream to your social media, as well as the Different World platform. So if anybody interested in that, let me know. Y'all know how to contact me. You go to differentworld.com. I was so nervous last night, man. I'm not gonna lie, when you hop up there on that stage, it gets you, like, it really gets you. I'm gonna tell you the experience I had. So I get up there, so I go play my first song, and I get to the middle of the verse, and I just draw a blank. Like, I'm like, dang, it just came out wrong, and I was so nervous that I couldn't even recover. I didn't even have a good recovery. I just like, so I just stopped the song. I just was like, all right, boom, boom. Afraid I go to the next one, right? So I go to the next song. I'm nervous. Now I'm salty because of the first song I messed up. And that's why I said, your mindset first. Your mindset got to be first, and then your actions come after that. So you always want to keep yourself in the right mindset. That way you can execute your actions properly. Because my mindset was wild. So after the first one, I try to hop up and do the second one, right? This is where it get crazy. I got to hop off stage because I ain't had nobody to help me run my stream. So I had to hop off stage. So I hop off, hit play on my song, and I jump back on the stage, right? So when I get up there, I go, everybody looking at me too. I look at the crowd. It's everybody just, usually, if you ain't good, people just talking all over you. You hear people talking in the background. Well, I look, the crowd, silent as jacks, just staring at me. So I'm like, the nervousness is heavy. So I jump on the stage. I go, yo, boom. The mic fly out my hand, hit the ground in front of everybody. I was like, no. I was so embarrassed. I had to start the song over again in front of everybody. Luckily, the correlators was cool. It was like, yo, listen, give it up, show him some love, So it helped me blend into the joint. So I get into my next set, right? I mean, I was riding out for real, it ain't no shaking me. Loyalty is in my blood, that's in my DNA. So I started kicking it. So I got through my second drum, but it was crazy because I dropped the mic. So I was just so nervous. So, and it's your mindset. Your mindset, you got to be in the right mindset first. And then that way your actions can like follow what mindset you was in. Now, granted, I'm going to tell you, I was like 3-point position. I was running the stream. I was interviewing the other performers and stuff like that, and I was doing a whole bunch, and I was I was working for the correlators who run the show. So it's like I'm playing 3 joints, and then I'm trying to be a performer too, and I ain't had nobody to mix my song in or run my computer, so I'm running like 5 different stations. So it was definitely crazy. My mindset was all over the place, and then another joint that kind of threw me off was I was supposed to go like 2 slots before I did, but I went outside to go try. I was on the 8 Mile joint. You know how he went in the bathroom and was just rapping in the bathroom? I go outside to try to make sure I didn't miss none of my raps and run over it. But while I'm outside, they call me. Dude come out like, yo, it's your turn. Turn up. They calling you on next. And at that point when he called me, I still had the computer set up for the stream the way I was doing it for the interviews. I hadn't switched it over for the live performance yet. So when I came in, when he called me, I had to hurry up and switch the computer settings over to my performance. So it took me some minutes. So while I was doing that, he skipped me. He was like, all right, listen, well, we just going to go to the next performer. So it just threw me off. My whole vibe was just, my mindset just got afflicted. But at the end of the day, I learned a lot. I understand what I could have done a lot better, and I'm aiming to do that a lot better at the next one. So stay tuned. I'm going to come up with a better timeline. I'm going to figure out how to cut out all the dead space in the stream where it was just just you looking at nothing like, hey, what's going on here? So I'm gonna figure out how to have a better timeline so that I can present to y'all a better experience across the stream. I'm going to connect with more of the artists beforehand so we can do more pre-production so that way I can show y'all more of the artists that came out. Because when I tell you it was some fire dope artists that came out, I was like, woo, these dudes was it was like a few couple rappers. Amongst Shellyano came in that joint and did a crazy performance. That's my big brother. So had I had some time with him, you know what I mean, to get everything down, that would have been cool too. Anthony on his joint, he said, Anthony said, keep up the good work, bro. I see what you doing and I'm giving you your flowers now. Much respect to you, bro. Hey, yo, Ant, bro, I appreciate you, man. You know, that's only real, and that come from the heart. I know that come from the heart. That ain't an easy thing to do. A lot of people, you know, don't always think to do that or have it in their heart to do that. So for you, bro, to think that way, I definitely appreciate you, bro. Stay tuned, man, for because the next open mic is gonna be crazy. The next one we gonna cover at the Different World Network is gonna be the Fresh Open Vibes. I'm performing there next, so I'm gonna try to do this all over again. I'm gonna try to get it right the second time. They say if the first you don't succeed, you pick yourself up and try again. So I'm gonna be performing at the Fresh Vibes Open Mic. I'm going to try to tap in with some of the artists there and see if I can get some permissions to stream their performances as well. You know what I mean? If I can offer them some services. So like I said, if anybody wants services for the live stream right now, you go to differentworld.com and you can check on that joint and you can see, you know, what services I offer and what we can do for you at Different World, how that could apply to you. So if anybody want to contact me, you can. My contact information is always at the bottom of the page after you're done scrolling down. While you're there, if you know, you might want to go there and you know, check out everything else. I got some music on there and all that. So yeah, just get with me. And if y'all want, y'all can go to my Facebook page and check out the recording, the live streams that I did. You can see my performance. You can see me drop the mic. Literally, because I literally dropped the mic in that joint. But listen, I had a blast. I think Stereotype Sound Sessions for even having me in the first place. Boogie Mandela, thanks, bro, for having me out. Sponsored by Pink Lee with the Pink Drinks. Thank you, sis, for having me out. And for all the other dope artists that came, South Jersey in the building, New York was in the building, California, Cali was down there. We had artists come from all over the city. Y'all brought out a nice crowd. And I'm excited that I got a chance to be a part of that and to perform with that and just to be in a room with so many good people. I'm looking forward to doing it time and time again. So, you know, Different World. Type in.